What's up, Diamond Dogs? Welcome back to the channel. Ted Lasso Season 3, Episode number 2. And, I mean, context, without context, regardless of how you want to slice it, regardless of how you want to break it down, Nate's a dick. I know he's dealing with stuff with his family. I know he's dealing with stuff with Ted. And I know he went on this whole explanation about not feeling part of the group and Ted pumping him up and then abandoning him and all this stuff. And there's been context put to that. I still will not validate his behavior one bit. I'm just not going to do it. And I think the line crosser, and you saw Rebecca do it in season 1, releasing stuff to the press that isn't yours to release to the press, especially if you're going to do it anonymously and not share your name as part of the person who revealed the information. That's the line crosser for me. I think all of his other behavior is just him trying to pump himself up to make him feel like he's supposed to be in this position.
Yeah.
And I mean, having the backing of Rupert, which, I mean, is it real? Is it authentic? Is it fake? Is it bullshit? Is it just a way to get back to Rebecca? Like,
he's being used as a pawn.
100%.
For sure.
So, like, this whole relationship and, like, him being gifted a car and just the way he's being treated overall, it just feels like it's all a, don't fuck this up or I'm just going to take it all away from you and you're going to go back to wherever you came from kind of situation is where I see Rupert. I just see Rupert behaving that way, especially if the team doesn't live up to, you know, the hype, because they were picked to be very high. Richmond was picked to be dead last in every single pundit's rankings for the preseason.
Because there's not a 21st.
Oh, it's so funny. So funny. You're so funny. Go spit.
Ew.
So, like, this whole idea of where he is, why he's doing, like, I get why he's doing what he's doing. I don't think it validates a damn thing. Like, talking shit to people, I've been in sports for a very long time. I don't know the player that Nate was talking shit to and putting on the dum-dum line, but I couldn't imagine many players being okay with that behavior, especially if the team doesn't succeed. It's like, if they're winning and they win every game and it's like 3-0 every time and they're just winning dominantly, constantly, and everything Nate's doing is working to perfection, and people will buy in more, and maybe the whole dum-dum line thing won't be so offensive and people will be like, maybe I don't need to be a dum-dum and I won't get put on the dum-dum line. It's one of those funny things to where it's actually one of the conversations we had in the comments about winning erases a lot of things.
Yeah.
And if you're winning, you kind of brush off the coach's negative behavior. You brush off the idea that maybe my playing time's not as good as I want it to be, but we're winning. Like, winning eliminates a lot. But the moment that there's a little bit of adversity, and I don't know how good this team is, like, on paper. I'm assuming based off of their setup, the predictions, I think they're a really good squad. They got a lot of money. They've got incredible facilities. And it just feels like one of those top tier teams in the Premier League. So I think he's going to have success, which is going to let a lot of his nonsense just slide. But again, I think the press conferences that him and Ted both had, I think it's a big light to be shined on who Nate is versus who Ted is. You have this one person who is clearly disgruntled, willing to talk shit while the team, like, they got promoted, but obviously they're down. So, like, you're kind of like shitting on them while they're down. It takes a really big person to do such a thing, being sarcastic. And the way Ted took the high road in his press conference and made jokes and kind of like made jokes about himself. And
even though Rebecca didn't want him to.
Yeah.
Rebecca wanted him to talk shit right back, but Ted's not that guy.
Right. And I love the idea of letting Ted be Ted in that moment, because I don't know if it would have worked to their advantage if Ted came out and was aggressive and talked shit back and shared the truths about Nate and this and that. But instead, he took a different road, a much higher road, in my opinion. And he proved, and based off of the social media posts, people embraced Ted and were like, what's up with Wonder Kid? Like, this whole situation is just, it makes him look bad. It makes Ted look really good. And I think this is going to be something that's going to eat at Nate for sure, because public perception is very important to him. And he's constantly on those Twitter feeds. He's constantly reading social media posts. He's looking for that validation from the public. So I'm wondering what kind of response he's going to have to this, or is he just going to continue to go full down that dark side and just go all in Sith here, which we talked about Anakin and the Emperor, and very fitting that Rupert's office very much looked like the Death Star. Good call out by y'all on that one. Very interesting that the way this is all setting up to play, because it is very much a situation where Ted Lasso is Obi-Wan Kenobi, because he is the mentor that Nate is like mad at for not being treated properly, and that's exactly one of the things that Anakin was really upset about, was like never being good enough in the eyes of Obi-Wan, and it kind of pushed it wasn't the thing that pushed him over, but it was one of the things that pushed him to the dark side. Obviously he wanted like all power to save his wife and not have Padme die in childbirth and all that stuff. But it's a very similar...
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, if you don't know that story, then it's been out for a very long time. But the parallels are very similar to where Nate is mad at the mentor, pushed him away, and now the Emperor has embraced him and brought him to the dark side, and you're seeing him behave this way.
I'm just saying, hurt people, and your biggest lover can be your biggest hater in 2 seconds.
So seeing the way Nate handles all this is going to be really interesting, because I don't think Nate's a bad dude. I just think he's being a piece of shit right now. And he just has this attitude, and he feels like he needs to like project this certain behavior, and it's just not a good look.
And the spitting.
Yeah.
Please stop.
I mean, that's just his way of pumping himself up.
Which I get it. Or just do it in your hand and then like clean it off, man. Don't make other people clean up your disgusting Louise.
Yeah, so seeing where this goes is going to be interesting, because does he continue to just be really abrasive and aggressive with people, or does he realize he's like, oh shit, I'm not liked acting like this, I'm going to start pulling that back, but then Rupert's going to come in and like whisper something into his ear that's going to push him back down the road. I feel like there's a lot of things in play here. I'm going to be very curious to see where it goes and how it plays out. But it does look like Roy and Keeley have broken up. I don't think Keeley necessarily, like the way they said different things when they were having the talk with Phoebe, it kind of tells me that like Roy's in a different mindset than Keeley.
I think they both want to be together, but they just don't know what they're doing, or they're scared.
Yeah.
And they pushing each other away.
I mean, Keeley's new situation definitely feels intense, and it doesn't feel like an environment that she fully gets to be herself. Like, she ordered the flowers, and her CFO came in and she found out what CFO meant. She came in and was like, why are we ordering flowers? Why are we spending this much money on flowers? Like, nah, we're not doing that anymore. So it doesn't feel like a great environment for Keeley to be herself. So I think she's feeling the stress. Yeah, I feel like, well, yeah, she schedules friggin' cry sessions in her office. So it's like, she obviously can't be herself. But at the same time, I think she's feeling like the pressure of that, and then like the relationship with Roy and them not having the personal time because they're not working in the same building anymore. They don't get to see each other as much. Kind of led them down this road. I hope the teacher doesn't have anything to do with why Roy feels the way that he does.
I don't think so.
That would kind of suck. But again, I'm wondering if the conversation and Phoebe telling him basically you're being stupid has any impact on him, and if there's a way to like mend this bridge and figure out a way for them to be happy together and realize your busy life is your busy life, my busy life is my busy life, and we have time to come together, we come together. And like I'm hoping that they could find I'm hoping that they could find like middle ground on all this, because again, they're really great together.
I do agree.
And like their opposites absolutely attract really well.
But if shit doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
It's not meant to be. Yeah. Can't force something that's not gonna work.
Even though it breaks my heart. It's fine. Yeah. It's fine.
So there's a lot of stuff playing out here. I'm very curious to see where all of these things go, because I feel like there's a lot of different directions that they could go in. And again, just the way Ted continues to handle himself. How is the team going to do? Roy is the one implementing the strategies now, and even made a point to be like, hey, I don't have Nate's big strategy brain. And they're going with something really basic that all the players have been using since day one, since they've been playing football. So we'll see if that's effective and see how that works. But yeah, I'm ready to check out episode 2, season 3. You ready for it?
Yep.
Let's go.
Cute.
It just doesn't feel like the people in her company are fun.
Client pays for the shoot, but we pay for the overtime. So whatever you do, don't go over.
But make the commercial as good as possible too, right?
Yeah, sure.
And I had an idea. Maybe we could all have a picnic together in the conference room.
I can't make it.
I didn't tell you when it was.
I know.
Could be fun. We could get to know each other a little, maybe loosen things up around here.
Well, I've worked with this lot before, and yeah, this is as loose as they get.
This is going to be a struggle for her.
Right, I'm headed out. Everyone have a great day, yeah? Don't do anything I wouldn't do.
This is not fun. You guys suck.
I mean, this is what corporate is.
Bullshit.
For the most part. They all just... Yeah, they don't even understand what that meant. That's going to be tough for her. Because she's such a bubbly, like, interactive type of person. Like, she wants to interact with everyone.
Yeah.
And it's like you're sucking it out of her. You're ruining the enjoyment, which is unfortunate.
Good morning, Bill.
Ted!
Hey, look who's here.
Hello, Ted.
Oh.
Trent Krim, are you kidding me? Hey, nice to see you, man. You know, they got a big old Ziploc bag full of your hair ties down to Lost and Found. You should pop on down, if you still want.
What the fuck?
Dr. Krim has requested to follow the club this year.
Ooh.
He wants to write a book about us.
I think there's a story here worth telling, Ted.
Yes, we all love the idea, but obviously, as manager, we thought you should have the final decision.
Oh, okay. I mean, geez, you know, like, Whew. Sure, what the heck? Why not? When can you start? No time like the present. Well, except 11:11. That's my wishing time.
Decision made. Wonderful.
Holy shit, Zava is leaving Juventus.
Whoa!
What about their kids? I'm sorry, I didn't know what any of those things meant. I thought it was like Greek mythology.
Oh my God. Ted!
Zava's a world-class striker who's about to leave his club in Italy.
Ooh, catch you later, Pepe.
He wants to play in the Premier League because his wife binged The Office and she wants to live in England.
Oh, I think you mean Scranton, Pennsylvania, buddy.
The British office.
Oh, that's right. Y'all did a pre-makeover here.
Got Zava. That would be amazing.
He would be huge for the club's brand. He's got like 90 million followers.
But he is very expensive, and isn't he supposed to be a bit of a diva?
Yes, huge diva. He goes through teams like you go through manicurists.
The fumes make me dizzy, and I overshare.
Zava has played for 14 teams in 15 years.
Jesus.
leaving behind nothing but chaos and trophies. Beautiful, shiny trophies.
But Leslie, who wants to deal with all that drama?
Apparently everyone who can afford him. Chelsea, Arsenal, United, West Ham.
I say let's just go for it. Maybe he's a handful, but who doesn't love a
As
handful?
soon as he said West Ham.
Yeah.
Am I to assume that you're going to pursue a notoriously mercurial player you can't really afford simply because the team your ex-husband owns wants him?
Ouch.
Yes.
Oops.
Love that.
I love Trent.
Yeah, I think he definitely got a bad rap as being like the independent.
Oh my God.
Isaac, hi! You all right?
You want me to get a shoe deal?
Oh, I'd love to. Any brand in particular?
No brands, just shoes.
I don't
I'll
think
look
that's
into it
how
for
it
you.
works.
Isaac has such a nice smile.
Whoa. Keely and bro broken up.
Who told you that?
It's not who, bruv. It's what? Kinesics. Study of body language. No eye contact. Keely's crossed arms. Roy's clenched ass.
How can you tell his butt is clenched? Also, good. Good on that, Isaac.
Seriously. Jamie, now is not the time, buddy.
No, please don't do that. It's not a good idea. Oh, he went after. Oh, he went after the right one.
What do you want?
You and Keela break up.
Who told you that?
No one. I use body science. Why, is it true?
What's that fucking face?
Called empathy. You dusty old fart. Look, as someone who's been dumped by Keela, I get it.
She didn't dump me.
You dumped her. Why?
I want to talk about it. You want to know if it's okay to ask her out, right?
No, I was just seeing if you were okay, man.
That's really nice. Oh, Jamie. Oh, okay, never mind.
What the fuck are you doing?
I was gonna hug you.
You came at me too fast.
You spooked him.
Come on, man. I was just trying to comfort you.
Well, I don't want comfort. And I told you I don't want to talk about it. So don't you say a fucking word, you hear me?
Fine, I won't. Don't you say a fucking word about it either, William.
No.
Oh, poor William.
Hey, maybe we should all go out sometime, us three. You know, get a couple drinks, couple pints, couple shots, fish bowls, single guys.
He's so sweet.
Or I can just not say a fucking word. No, I hear you. I hear you loud and clear.
Oh, man.
Hey, Coach. What are you doing? Taking a peek at one of these soccer strategy books you always got your nose in.
What do you think?
Well, given the struggles I've already had with the table of contents, I think I might be best served to wait until this son of a gun comes out as a movie. What would you think if we signed Zava? Second question, who is Zava?
He's a living legend. You know who Zava is.
Beg to differ, Claudia Schiffer. Well, why you got me watching the Veggie Dog Vigilante?
Because that's Zava.
Well, shoot, I didn't even know this fella played football. I said football without even thinking about it. Boy, that book really works.
Oh, my God.
Shut the fuck up.
Take it back.
Oh, now what?
Uh-oh.
Fellas, what's wrong?
Coach, we just had the most upsetting rumor.
Okay, is this about us getting Zava?
What?
We're getting Zava?
I just wished for that 30 seconds ago.
Y'all weren't talking about Zava. What were you so upset about? Is it because Trent Crimm's writing a book about us?
Trent Crimm's writing a book
Stop
about
offering stuff. Just let them answer.
Zava's writing a book about us.
No, Trent Crimm.
Oh, my God.
Why would Zava write a book about Trent Crimm?
This game of telephone sucks.
If y'all didn't know about Zava, which may or may not happen, and y'all didn't know about Trent Crimm, which is happening, then what were you so worked up about?
Roy and Keely broke up.
No!
Sorry, no, I'm okay. Got a little lightheaded there. Yeah, thank you.
Fuck's going on?
Nothing.
What? No, hey, I didn't say anything.
I will fucking kill you!
Came in and they was talking about us getting Zava.
We're getting Zava.
Do you want to talk about it?
No, I'm not talking about me and Keely.
No, I meant Zava. Do you want to talk about it?
He's nuts, but he'll help us win games.
That time I was actually talking about you and Keely. I need you to run to my apartment, go into my desk, and grab my CD called Ted's Breakup Mix, okay?
Oh, my God.
CD.
We've all been dumped before, right, fellas?
She didn't dump me. I broke up with her.
What? And this is the locker room. Hello, boys. Believe you all know Trent Crimm.
The fuck is this prick doing here?
Okay, all right. He's got the best hair, though.
Hey! Listen up!
Oh, shit.
No one says a fucking word around this prick unless they want my forehead through their fucking skull!
Uh-oh.
Did he have some harsh things to say about Roy that I don't remember?
Welcome, Trent.
Woo! I love him so much. He's so fantastic.
Football is life!
I mean, fuck off, Trent Crimm.
Oh, wow. Was not expecting that, Danny.
Wow.
Why is there a baby goat? Oh, we're filming the baby goat.
Keely fucking Jones. Shandy fucking Fine. Ah! I didn't know you were doing this. I didn't know you owned a skirt that covered your whole ass.
Oh my God.
I saw you in Vanity Fair, fully clothed, and I cried. I'm so proud of you.
Proud of me? Why?
Because you made it out, all by yourself.
What is that smell?
Oh, apologies. Lamb droppings are one of nature's most unpleasant aromas.
I thought it was a goat.
Chewie and I think the club feels too empty.
Yeah, it should feel totally packed. I mean, can we get maybe another 100 extras?
100 more right now.
Could just add a strobe effect in post and have people cross close to camera. It'll feel really packed and you won't have to spend any more money.
I love that.
Let's do that.
Look at you.
Basically running the shoot.
Oh, maybe one day I'll make it out like you did.
I have an update on the meeting with Zava. Zava doesn't want to meet with us.
What? Why not?
His people said it would be a waste of time for us and an embarrassment for him.
Fuck off.
Good news, Zava is signing with Chelsea.
Why is that good news?
Because he's not signing with West Ham. He came right out and said, I will not sign with West Ham. Oh, there's nothing Rupert can do.
Oh, great, now you've jinxed it.
But I...
No, it's too late, jinxed it.
But I do
It's done.
think that...
Aww. Poor Higgins.
Uh-oh.
Thanks for sharing your office with me, even if it was Ted's idea.
Aww. Aw. That is nice.
So, Richmond against Chelsea. That'll be your first time back there since you retired, right? Right.
Okay.
Barbara, I would love for you to meet Shandy.
Oh, hello.
She's the newest member of KJPR.
What position has she been hired for?
She will be consulting for affiliate management and client relationships.
Well, I'd love to know what experience you have in these areas.
In relationships, tons. The rest of it, not much.
And where did you go to university?
I didn't go university.
And what were you doing before this?
I was modelling.
So you've hired a former model with no previous experience, no higher education for a job that doesn't exist. Lovely.
Wow, Barbara, you suck.
I mean, there's rules and guidelines you have to follow in corporate.
The way you just treated Shandy was incredibly rude. It was hurtful. That is a massive amount of snow globes.
Oh, yeah. I collect them wherever I go. I just buy a snow globe. Silly, really.
I think it's incredibly charming. You cannot speak to people like that. Not here. I know Shandy's my friend, and you're right, she does not have the experience. I believe in her. Like the firm must believe in you to send you all over the world to all those lovely places, right?
Wow.
Maybe you and I can see how good it feels to believe in someone else.
Client Relations Coordinator. That's her title.
Oh, good. Because in case you hadn't realised, I totally made up that one I told you before.
Roy.
No.
I understand your hesitation having me here. You're protective of the team, and I admire how much they respect you. It's not easy getting such fulfillment from a second career. I'm not sure I even got it from my first. Give me a chance.
Fuck off.
Yikes.
I love that Trent is really trying. I love that. But you have to have a level of confidence in yourself to put up with all that bullshit and still come back every day. So
100%.
good on Trent. Because I would have been like, oh, I fuck off? Bye. Yeah.
Zava and Chelsea are pretty much a done deal. A friend of my wife knows an agent whose masseuse moonlights as an airline steward on private jets. She wasn't working today, but her co-worker, who can read lips, he saw Zava mouth the word Chelsea.
He's going to West Ham for sure.
Fuck you, you up, geezer.
Hello,
Roy, welcome back.
Heard the news.
I broke up with her.
Why? I mean, you guys were perfect together.
I love this so much. Oh, Bruce.
You're a legend, dude. Embrace it.
That's so nice. They don't make him like Roy anymore. I love that.
Oh. And the great Zava makes his appearance. Will he be signing for Chelsea today?
Jimmy!
What?
It's Zava. So what, man? My heart is racing. I haven't been this nervous to play in front of someone since I was in El Chapo's youth league.
El Chapo? What the fuck? Swear to God.
Leslie, will you pull yourself together?
Oh, some invention. Look at that pace. High pressure football. And Chelsea are on the ball.
Oh, no.
What now?
I might have jinxed it.
Oh, no.
I knew it. Would you please go and find out as much as you can from your vast network of lip-reading massage therapists? Rupert's going to land Zava.
You don't know that.
Years ago, when I was bartending in that private club, Rupert and his then wife came into the bar. He was the life and soul of the party, charm personified. And then about a week later, he came back without his wife and asked me out. And I, of course, said no, and he left.
What dick?
And after about 6 weeks of that...
6
He asked
weeks?
me out again, and I said yes, without any hesitation, because by that point, I just felt so lucky, because he wanted me. He made me feel special. He made me feel like that.
Wow.
These two are very lucky to have each other.
Honestly.
To be able to like bounce
We get
things off
one
of
goal,
each other
we're right
like
back
that.
in this thing, yeah? But right now, we are being so unoffensive, we might as well be a Hallmark Christmas movie. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, Ted.
How many shots on goal we had that half?
One.
And that one was pretty much a mistake. Am I correct, Danny?
Yes, it bounced off my face, but my face almost scored.
So every time we're going past the halfway line, they just...
Trent, hold on a second. Roy, I speak with you.
Sorry.
Boy, what the fuck's a Hallmark Christmas movie?
Hey, look, man, I don't know what your beef is with Trent, but I'm gonna need you to order off the vegan menu right now and squash it.
Oh, that was a
Your
good...
ego is about to sabotage a whole lot more than a silly football match. You feel me?
Oh.
Thank you. And Hallmark Christmas movies are films that feature women from the big city falling in love with their childhood crushes. It's usually some fella that owns a Christmas tree farm. Sometimes he's also Santa Claus or a prince. They suck, but they're great. They're good with the sound off. Now go fix this, please.
Oh, I love the mutual respect.
Crane!
Oh my God.
I'd be nervous as hell. Oh, he had something saved from long ago.
Newcomer Roy Kent is an overhyped so-called prodigy whose unbridled rage and mediocre talent rendered his Premier League debut profound disappointment.
Oh dear.
I was 17 years old.
That's why he doesn't want to judge young.
This fucking wrecked.
From when they asked him when he was a pundit.
I thought I was being edgy, trying to make a name for myself. All I really did was look for the worst in people. I'm sorry.
It's all right. Give me that. You know, it's funny. We had a lot in common back then.
We did.
We both thought one another sucked shit at their job.
And now look at us.
Go.
Yep.
I love this shit so much.
We can talk around this brick now.
What I'm saying is, every time we go past halfway, they're just blocking up the passing lanes. You get there?
Yes, that's right. They're not marking us, so just keep dribbling until they stop you.
Exactly. Let's take it all the way and fucking win this.
Yeah! Let's go!
I just got off the phone with my son's karate teacher, who used to date the woman who ran Zava's avocado farm.
Would you please get on with it?
He might be going to West Ham.
Shit!
I knew it. Rupert always gets what he wants.
Go do your thing, Rebecca. Go put on the charm.
If Rupert can sweet talk Zava into joining his club, then so can I.
I mean, you're looking fly. Go get him.
She always does, though. She's fucking killing it, dude.
Go be a boss bitch.
Honestly.
Boss ass bitch.
Rupert, what a lovely surprise. Congratulations, by the way, on the win against Leicester yesterday.
Thank you. We are so lucky to have a manager like Nathan. It's a gaffer who really understands the game. Such an advantage. Ah, Zava. Let me introduce Rebecca Welton, my ex-wife.
And the owner of AFC Richmond.
Yeah, of course.
It's an honor for you to meet me.
Ugh.
See you soon.
Can't wait.
He will look so great in claret and blue. You know, Rupert, I was a little bit surprised when you bought West Ham. I always thought that Richmond was your one true love.
Guess I'm just like any man. Just get bored with the same old, same old.
What a dick.
Fuck this guy, dude. Go beat him up in the alley. Is he not even holding
You
him?
are such a fucking chicken shit. I mean, if you were great, truly great, you could play anywhere. But instead you choose a club like West Ham because it's big and shiny, and you know that they'll win whether you're there or not. And you'll never have to wonder if you're still as good as you tell everyone you are.
But you and I know that you're not.
I love that he's pausing while peeing.
You're overpaid, and you eat too much fucking asparagus.
Good for you. Ew!
Asparagus pee is pretty bad.
God!
It doesn't even take a lot.
Seriously, one piece, and it's in it.
Possibilities here. Hughes has options. He slides it through to Tart. Is this the moment?
Oh, please. Please. Please! Yes! No! Yes! Yes! Fucking Danny's
Your face!
Yes! Yes!
Your face scored!
If you want to know what I'm like at softball, that's it. Right there. Yelling. His face!
How'd it go?
Are you sure you're talking?
What's the opposite of that?
Sour yell.
Yeah, I did that.
And Richmond managed to secure a 1-1 draw against Chelsea. They'll be leaving Stamford Bridge with a well-deserved point on the table.
Yay!
Please welcome the newest member of Chelsea Football Club,
Zava.
I have changed my mind. Zava will not play for Chelsea.
Oh, he talks in third person. Stupid.
Of course he does.
Zava will play for Richmond.
The fuck?
She did it!
What?
Yes. Yes!
You did it! You did it!
We've got Zava! We've got Zava!
I love that one beard.
Oh, is Jamie gonna be upset?
I'm not gonna like this.
I love May.
I'm just curious. What was it like being back at Chelsea? All them fans sure were happy to see you.
I don't know. Just felt sad.
Why's that?
Just getting old sucks.
Last season, I was there, played a match against Arsenal, and we fucking murdered them.
I remember. 3-0.
But I played like shit, right? I did. That was the first time ever I thought, I can't keep up anymore. I'm not good enough. And that was all I could think about for the rest of the year. I knew it was only going to get worse. So at the end of the season, I left. Everyone was shocked. I didn't want to be one of them broken down footballers just taking up space until they're dropped years after they should have been.
A lot of folks think it's better to quit than be fired.
Oh,
Going
relationship.
back there today,
Better to break up than get broken up with.
part of me, maybe I should have stayed, just fucking enjoyed myself.
Yeah.
But that is not who I am, I guess.
Not yet.
Now go call Keely right now.
If you wouldn't have left Chelsea when you did, we probably never would have met.
Good night.
Good night. Good night, Roy.
Roy is such a great character.
I love him.
So good.
Sport. It's quite the metaphor.
Yeah. It also makes for a heck of a nickname.
Night, Ted.
Good night, sport.
Wow, this feels bigger.
It is absolutely bigger.
No, but the way Ted did that,
It is absolutely. I think is.
I'm worried about Ted.
I mean, I'm always kind of worried about Ted.
I'm worried about Roy. I'm worried about Ted.
I love the callback because it was another one of those moments where, like, obviously Trent Krim, the Independent, is viewed a certain way. He writes the very difficult articles and he does the tough part of the job, whether he wants to do it or not, like publishing the TED article. It's one of those things to where I'm like, did I miss something? Was there something that Roy said previously in an episode why he hates him so much? But no, there wasn't anything there. It's just a general disliking of him because he's the press, even though he's not anymore. But I love the callback to his first big game, his debut, and Trent writing an article about a 17-year-old sucking, where it was like one of the first things he was asked when he became a pundit, asking to like predict the future of this 17-year-old kid. Yeah. And he's like, we don't fucking know. And then like you go back and think about that whole conversation, he was talking about himself.
Yeah.
Because obviously Roy became this legend in the sport, and if everyone just judged him and based it off of that first game, he wouldn't have gotten there. But that first game didn't mean anything, especially when you're that young. So like that whole come full circle moment, I like really like stuff like that.
Also, that's terrifying.
Yeah.
17 years old,
Oh,
out on your own, like
soccer-
you have a job.
Soccer players are signed really young. If you're great, and you get put in the big time right away.
I did not know that. That's wild.
But it was just such an interesting thing, and it was just very personal. And him sharing that article headline, and I like that he was able to squash the shit with Trent. I thought that was really good.
Well, I love the fact that, like, Ted and him are able to have a conversation.
Yeah.
Like, you need to fix this. This
great.
is not good.
Mhm.
And Roy's like, yeah, let's, yeah.
100%. And I mean, whether you're a sports fan or you're not a sports fan, I'm sure there's plenty of non-sports fans watching this show, like Nikki, who's not a sports fan.
I like watching my child play sports. I do not like watching sports.
The truth is of what they just kind of said there. Sports really is a great analogy for a lot of aspects of life. And I mean, that conversation was 100% about Roy feeling a certain way, being back at Chelsea, but also 100% about his relationship with Keeley.
Yeah.
1,000,000%. It's absolutely the same parallel. And this idea of like getting fired versus leaving, it's just,
That's why I'm scared about Ted. Are you going to be leaving so that you don't get fired?
I mean, they're already successful,
Is this like a bigger topic, though? But like the Zava thing coming, and like, is Ted going to be able to handle this fucking guy?
It's going to be really
Are we going to have a problem? No! No! Not allowed to have a problem. Ted can't go anywhere. Beard can't go anywhere. Roy can't go anywhere. And Roy and Keeley need to get back together.
I feel like Ted, his style of coaching can be very flexible. I think he will appreciate and acknowledge this dude's personality. I think he's going to respect and acknowledge this dude's skill set. If he's really that good, I think Ted's going to be fine handling him, because I think you kind of let him be him and let the team kind of like mold themselves around this guy, because you bring in a great player who's got a massive ego. I mean, he speaks in the third person, obviously, and it's just one of those type of situations to where you do have to kind of tread softly around him. And I think Ted's going to be fine. I think he's very aware, but also is really good with a variety of different personalities, as we've seen in this show, between like Jamie and Roy and Keeley, Rebecca, like whoever he's dealing with, everyone is very different. And he he always finds a way to get in with people. Mm-hmm. And I think it's going to be fine. And I think this team's actually going to have some success potentially, which would be awesome. I mean, the idea that they tied Chelsea is a big deal. Chelsea's a really, really good club. And they're one of the best teams, I think, in the world. Correct me if I'm wrong, of course. So, like, the fact that they got a tie in that first game is a big deal. And I think it's just I think they're gonna get into a groove. My mindset is I hope he doesn't show up and create a problem and make the team worse. Because that happens sometimes when you bring in a massive talent. Like, you kind of saw Jamie looking a little uncomfortable and not thrilled about the idea. Like, that's a personality situation that could clash, and you might not want Jamie to take a back seat to this guy.
No.
You want him to play on the same, because the way we've been told about Jamie is that he's great too. You want him to be on the same level of playing field where they boost each other up, where it's not like all about Zava like shining and Jamie becomes like a nothing. Yeah. You want them all to be able to like play off of each other.
Mm-hmm. Well, and everybody to feel like respected, and like they're getting their worth and all that.
But I'm also not obviously very knowledgeable about like offensive strategy of soccer. So the idea that they had two aces, talking about Jamie and Danny, I wonder I think this dude is an offensive player. So it's like, how do you put him into a situation where you already have your offensive set? Do you have three players that are great offense? Is that a strategy that's the stuff that I'm not familiar with. In like a basketball team, if you've got like a ball-centric player who wants to command the ball, and then you add another player who's similar, there aren't enough balls to go around, is kind of the saying. So like, I don't know.
That's what she said.
I don't know if that's something that applies in football, like soccer. So I'm wondering if this is going to create any kind of like strategic issue in terms of like them being on the field together playing. So I'm wondering if that adds any kind of like riff or anything to the group. But I think this is going to be a good thing. That's where my mind is right now. I think Rebecca's handling of him maybe humbled him a little bit, and maybe put him in a position to be like, hey, you want to really prove your greatness? Sign with a lower level club and boost them to the top and get them a trophy.
Yeah,
because I'm pretty sure that they've never won a major trophy. I think they've said that a couple different times in the show. I don't think Richmond has won anything big. So like, if you could get them to the top of the Premier League, that would make you a fucking superstar. Like, that would prove like you're going to the team that's predicted to finish last and you're gonna bump them up. that's a big deal.
Yeah.
So
well, even Higgins was like shiny trophies.
Exactly. He was very excited about the idea. So this idea, like maybe that conversation that Rebecca had, I mean, it wasn't really a conversation. She just went in and said some shit and then bounced. I'm wondering if that maybe has an impact on this dude and he becomes a little bit more of a, I mean, I'm going to say no to it just because based off of his, like he's been around for 15 years, I think they said, on 14 different clubs.
Yes.
And that's crazy. Talk about club hopping. That's wild.
I mean, what does that say about you as a player, though?
That you're just constantly seeking the championships, and
I know, but
there's
like,
no loyalty.
That's a bad, yeah.
You're all about the money.
Loyalty.
Yeah, you're all about the money, and you want to make that money and get rich and win championships. But I'm wondering if there's a little bit of humbling, which I'm not going to expect just because of what we've very quick introduction to this dude. But when someone comes in and talks shit to you the way that she did, and then you decide to turn down 2 bigger, shinier clubs and pick like little brother, basically, that's a big. I think that's a big sign. I think that like her message clearly hit. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Keely,
will he stop eating so much asparagus?
I don't know.
Will
It's good for you. It's good for you. Eat your asparagus, kids. Eat your greens.
Eat the greens.
Yes. Yep. I'm hoping things at Keely's new company could lighten up a little bit. I think the snow globe conversation potentially did that, I hope, because again, that's not an environment conducive to Keely being happy. And we've already seen that in the last episode. We saw it in this one. Like she's loud, she's engaging, she wants to have fun, she wants everyone to like be a part of it, and everyone's just like, I don't know what she just said.
Well, I'm worried that it's not going to work out for Keely. I mean, not that it would be a step down to come back to Rebecca, but I think Keely would be happier with Rebecca.
Yeah. I think she'll find a way to find some happiness in this situation. I think bringing on her friend
I
could
know.
be
I
interesting.
just want her to be happy.
And I think Roy is going to give her a call and be like, I think I made a mistake. And I think
I definitely did.
I think he's going to come to that realization, and I'm hopeful that they can move forward. Or they just have a conversation and be like, hey, you know what? The breakup might have been a bad idea, but we still need to kind of just go in our separate ways and do our own thing.
Also, that would be fine.
And let's be besties.
I'm coming to that conclusion that okay.
See where it goes.
Have to be together.
Yeah, totally. So we'll see. I think this is already a very interesting start to season 3.
Mm-hmm.
I think obviously the football drama is always very interesting, and all the personal drama is really interesting. I absolutely love that Rebecca was able to get a dub over Rupert on finally something. Him getting mad about something, throwing his phone, Rebecca getting that win and getting the good player, and I like that for her. And I feel like she needs to get some more dubs over this asshole. Like the way he always just has the perfect thing to say to her to like strike through her core. Yeah. It's just so fucked up, bro.
That's weird. This is weird behavior.
I mean,
You're
he is
weird.
Yeah, for sure. Just the idea that he's like, oh, I got like most men, I just got bored. Like,
shut up, Rupert. You suck.
You're a really bad dude.
Yeah.
So for her to get that dub, I really like it.
Most men?
Yeah.
You mean like children? Ew.
I just love that Rebecca got that win over him, and hopefully this turns out to be a really good thing for her and the club. Yeah. So.
Yep.
Anything else? All right, y'all. You guys leave all your comments, share those thoughts down below. We'll see you later for the next one. Have a good one. Bye.